Points to prove, there ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. He stands 166 centimeters tall and has a... It's the Pac-Man. What a career he's had. Awarded Fighter of the Year multiple times and the only 8-division world champion in boxing. So here comes Saul Alvarez. This young fighter is only 20 years old, but he's already had 37 professional fights, and he's got 25 knockouts.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the... So here we go. Should be a good one. Clean left jab. There's a counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. A perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
That counter shot lands. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jab does not score. That jab misses. Nice counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Has to be careful for that receipt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
There's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Good counter punching. These two were made for each other. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They figure out the combination to this sink.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He just misses with that jab. The straight right just misses. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's
on to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Catch and shoot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. A straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch and just got countered. So close to that uppercut. Nice punch. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as... On to the 5th we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
See a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This fight has a real good flow to it. They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive there. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such high speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice job getting that punch through. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, mate.
On to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he misses with that jab. Certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Uppercut blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is...
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Can't connect with that right hook. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Pacquiao is rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do you tell him?
Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Well, look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? Well, that's about as close as you can get a majority decision win.
Todd, you're all right. We don't see this that often. But when we do, we really remember it. And this is one of those fights. Majority decision. I agree. You agree. The fans agree. Sorry, am I talking for you? All right, that's enough. Okay, you agree.